Now, Oasis fans will be nervously looking forward to tomorrow, and that's because tickets for the band's newly announced run of gigs go on general sale at 9 a.m. in the UK. The Gallagher brothers announced a reunion tour earlier this week and will put their differences aside to play a series of dates across the UK and Ireland, at least that's hoping, in a tour named Oasis Live 25. Let's speak to Vic Slayton, consumer expert and host of the False Economy podcast. Thanks for joining. Now, there's a lot of speculation around the price of tickets, the price of accommodation. When you look at all of that, what's your sense of who will actually be able to go to these concerts?
It is expensive, but I think the saddest part of the whole thing is when the ticket details came out yesterday, I did think, oh, it could have been worse, because the demand for these concerts is massive. They know their Nebworth gigs. 4% of the UK tried to get tickets for the Nebworth gigs, so they could have charged more, but unfortunately the lowest price ticket is in seated, which you're not going to want to be if you want to be part of the action, and it's going to set you back 75 quid plus booking fee, which typically adds on about sort of 12 to 13 pounds on top of that. So it's going to be a hard day for people on low budgets to work out if this is something that they can afford, for sure.
Yeah. Despite all of that, of course, there's been so much demand that there have been delays in confirmation emails. The websites have been overloaded. What's your advice for people who are planning to go and are going to be waking up early tomorrow to make sure they get that ticket?
I mean, work out, you've got about 24 hours now to work out exactly what your budget is and where it will be cheapest to get tickets, because for a lot of people, it might not actually be their most local town. So the Edinburgh dates, for example, are over Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is typically the most expensive month to be in Edinburgh and the surrounding area, because there's a huge arts festival going on. So it might be Manchester is a better bet for you because there's a better likelihood of getting cheaper accommodation. Have a look at hotels and book them now if you can. But if you don't have the chance to do them, don't lose heart, because a lot of people will be disappointedly releasing these hotels when the tickets are sold out if they haven't got any. But so group together as well. I mean, it's something that if you are lucky enough to get in the queue, because the ballot only guarantees that you have a chance to queue for the tickets. You don't even get a guarantee of getting them, even if you get the lucky golden draw. But if all of your friends are on it and you get your money together, make sure that you are sort of working together on that. If there are a couple of you trying, there's probably no risk that you're not going to be able to pass these tickets on. But in the event that you don't get them in the first run, don't lose heart. I think what we've seen already is they put additional dates on due to demand, because it's a cost of living crisis. I'm pretty sure Oasis aren't feeling it, but everybody would like a bit more money if they can stand to be together in the same room. But this is something that, of all concerts, if you can get cancellation insurance, you probably would want to, based on the relationship that the brothers have got with each other. So we're possible as well. Yeah,
that was exactly what I was going to ask, actually. Noel and Liam, what happens if they fall out again? How can you protect yourself? But this is also going to be a huge economic boost for Manchester as well, won't it? Especially their homecoming gig.
It's going to be huge. And I think there will be a lot of people that just want to be in the city in the hope that they can maybe pick up a last minute ticket outside or just around the surrounding areas. I mean, something we saw with the Eras tour is that fans created little fan villages because you could just about hear it from outside. And I'd expect it to see it again. It's a cultural moment. And I think even if you're not a hardcore Oasis fan, you want to be in the room. So the competition for this is going to be fierce. But with that in mind, scammers are absolutely foaming at the mouth, waiting to take advantage of people who aren't lucky in this first round. So it's you've got to be really vigilant to make sure that you don't fall for it, because it's so disappointing to not get them. And you can see how people are going to rush for it, are going to see it. Like, there are touts already selling tickets and these tickets aren't on sale. Yeah. So opportunists are out there, and it's the same with hotel prices, the same everywhere. Where there's demand, you're going to be seeing the steepest prices that you're ever going to see for these things. So
all right, Vic Slayton there, thanks. Lots of advice to avoid a broken heart. Thanks so much.
Thanks.